One movie I was thinking about was Dr. Zhivago. It's just an epic, and it's one of my favorite winter movies because of it being set in Russia, and the ice house that is featured in the movie practically steals the movie, and it always reminds me of this film always reminds me of winter, and it would be a good movie to watch on a nice snowy day. Planet Earth, and it's a new BBC miniseries that was filmed, and it's narrated by David Attenborough, and it's some of the best nature photography that I've ever seen. It's a documentary, so it doesn't require a lot of concentration. You just kind of sit back and enjoy the magnificent kind of jaw-dropping visuals. I thought of this one, Hans Brinker. It's a classic children's tale. And they made it into a musical in the 70s. This film is sort of a forgotten classic for the whole family. Tug at your heartstrings a little bit. It has a lot of heart, has a lot of sentiment, but it's not overly done. And it has fun songs, and I think it would get you in the mood to, if you have ice skates, to go out there and start skating. Find a frozen pond or a skating rink. There are always the new releases. People are always looking for new releases, and a lot of people complain, oh, they don't make good movies. But I think every year they make great movies. I really feel that way, and this is one that I thought 2007 was really great. Away from Her. It's a tough subject matter. It's about Alzheimer's, and it's about memory of a couple, and it's about things that are remembered, that are painful, and things that aren't remembered now because of the Alzheimer's. One of the best films of 2007, I think, And then other people have been talking about this. This is really good too. It's called Once. It's an Irish movie about two musicians who meet just by happenstance and start creating music together in a music store. They just sit down at the piano. It's mostly a movie about the creative process and struggling musicians, and there's a great extended scene where sort of the set piece of the whole movie where they go into a studio and they create a song, and you see it from the beginning to the early morning when they leave. This is one of my favorite comedies, The Gold Rush. It's Charlie Chaplin, very first feature-length film. It's a silent film, and it might be good for a cold day to watch a silent film, just kind of get the mood, quiet. This is one of his best, and this is the one where he eats his shoes and his shoelaces, and they're so hungry that that's a classic scene. I hope I didn't give away too much there. With the election coming, it seems like every day the election is in the news. 2008, and I just thought of this as an antidote to that. I think it's a great 5-star film. It's just has you hooked right from the beginning when the Boy Scouts are saying goodbye to Mr. Smith, in his small town. So it's excellent. It's just a really good look at a positive aspect of politics, which you don't see in a lot of movies today. A couple of local films came to mind. This one's a great documentary about Lightning Bolt, the Providence, two-man Providence band, and it gives you a sense of what Providence's music scene is like right now. This one's great. It gives you a sense of Providence in the early 90s. Not so much the visuals, but the music. Combustible Edison was a great Providence band, and this is directed by Guy Benoit, a legend around here. He's directed a lot of good stuff. This film is a collection of short films by Michaela Georgeson, and she recently was doing graduate work at RISD. I think she's since moved on and works in Boston and in the animation field. But her sense of humor is loopy. Another local filmmaker, Laura Colella, directed this, and this is her second film, her second feature-length film. I think it's really worth it to see just for the scene shot in the Central Library downtown, where she kind of riffs on the whole all the possibilities that public library opens up to a person. This is a really good show from HBO or Showtime, I'm not sure. And it's about, each season follows a different case that these Baltimore police officers are working on. They follow the case through, and then the next season there's another one, and each season kind of links up to the other one with the politics of the mayor and the police force and some corruption and the personal lives of the officers, and is topping a lot of people's best TV shows ever. People are calling it one of the best shows.